What are some girl secrets guys don't know about? When you hold your breasts when you walk up the stairs so they don't jiggle because that's uncomfortable. When you walk DOWN asterisk the stairs. Painful. Up is fine. Down is, dear God. Periods suck overall, but they are very different depending on the girl. Some women get emotional. Some are completely normal. Some periods last for 8 days. Some last for 3 days. Some girls are in extreme pain. Some just have mild discomfort. Some flows are very heavy. Some are very light. Aka, I'm on my period can mean anything from sorry, I'm completely incapacitated, or I'm just feeling a little worse than usual. Once I was in so much pain I couldn't walk, so I decided to lie down on the couch in fetal position. A few minutes later I got the biggest urge to pee. I resigned myself to try to get up again and go when I felt a flash of pain down my entire back. I tried once more and again, a flash of pain that prevented me from uncurling myself. I stayed like that, unable to move, for 20 minutes with a very full bladder. When I did manage to get up I struggled with walking upright, so I just hobbled to the bathroom. Meanwhile, a colleague from college was perplexed hearing us girls trade horror period stories because she never felt any pain. No bloating, no migraines, nothing. It really is completely different experience for every woman. Sometimes when we pee a stray drop or two starts to roll across our butt cheek. Or maybe that's just me. Under boob sweat is a thing. Some dudes have that. Can confirm. After you go to the toilet and you have discharge in your knickers, pulling your knickers back up again is the most horrific feeling. It gets cold very quick whilst you pee. Cold, wet and slimy discharge knickers suck. Imagine that all day long. This is why I just check my knickers every time I sit on the toilet and wipe them. And unlike another comment mentioned, I do not wear liners on the daily because it's a faff and pretty wasteful. Might not be a girl exclusive thing, but I personally need a lot more foreplay to actually enjoy dicks. Most of the time I can't get off from strictly penetration, no matter how badly we both want it. Can we bring back dry humping? It never left. We get so turned on that our clit actually hurts sometimes. The throb on my knob. If there are any men fashion designers on here, women who like dresses want pockets in the dresses, and I don't mean near my boob, I mean on the actual skirt part. I love my one dress with pockets. I'm convinced the designer of the modern skirt was a miserable old man who said, God already gave women a pocket. They are not getting any more. Edit, my humble thanks to all who gave the gold. I thank you very much. Some of us have to shave our toes and nipples. I pluck those. And little happy trails. Put me down for all of the above. When girls are particular about their hair products, it's not us being overly superficial or picky. When your hair is long, the right shampoo / conditioner / drying routine can be the difference between soft waves and a dry ratty mess. This, my boyfriend doesn't understand why I can't just use his shampoo / conditioner 2-in-1. His hair is soft using it, so mine would be 2 in his eyes. What he doesn't realize is all of his hair is an inch or 2 away from his scalp, and mine isn't. The ends would be so dry. Period shits. PB&J shits are the worst. We are almost always at least a little wet. It's not that you're hot, our bodies just need to function. Like a dog's nose? Boop. Some girls like squeezing their boobs. As a guy I also like squeezing my boobs. I remember asking my friend if I was weird for doing this, and she was like, we all do it, we just don't talk about it. Be proud of your girls. So yeah, we do this. You can't blame us, they're squishy and fun. Sometimes if you fart, it doesn't escape through the fabric. Instead it rolls all the way from the back to the front with a noticeable little pop. It's never a good feeling. Edit, apparently this happens to a lot of dudes too. Not gonna lie, I assume the ballast stop it escaping the front. I've heard it described by people as exiting through the gift shop. Our favorite bra hasn't been washed in 2 weeks. Edit, it is winter, so maybe I should have said 6 weeks. Oops. I'm in Texas, and this very much depends on the season. Summertime, I've gotta wash the favorite bra every week, because the boob sweat in the heat and humidity is ridiculous. Wintertime, This one hasn't been washed since November. Edit to at. Also, my classroom thermostat is broken. My room is consistently about 60 degrees now. If I complain it's too cold, they crank it all the way hot. And if I say it's too hot, they overcorrect it. So I stopped emailing about the temperature and now my room is freezing. So there's nothing gross about my favorite bra. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess I'll wash it next weekend. Takes a whole day to air dry it. And, yeah, I now my most upvoted comment is about not washing my bra. We have so many hair related issues. Plucking dark random nipple hairs. Trying to line up when we shave our areas to when we hook up. To avoid guys from seeing razor burn or ingrown hairs. Before getting out of the shower we have to pick out hair from our butt crack that fell out from washing our hair. Pubes growing and sticking out of our undies. Pubes getting stuck in pads or liners. Hell hath no fury like a woman who shaved and didn't get laid. Some women have larger labias and sometimes they get stuck in our underwear. It's very painful and extremely uncomfortable. And then we have to either walk funny to try to get them unstuck, or walk very carefully to somewhere where we can just stick a hand down our pants to get things sorted. And don't get me started about getting stuck in lace underwear. Some women get blood clots in our periods, and it feels like you're giving birth to a jellyfish. OMG, don't sneeze, or the world's largest jellyfish will shoot out. When you stand up after sitting for a long time, and it feels like the elevator scene from The Shining but more jelly. Some guys don't understand how different many girls look without makeup. A more or less common response to some female friends is, are you sick, or did you not bother to just put on any makeup? Usually it's both or the latter. My boss the other day, you look a bit grey. Me, oh, you mean my dress? Boss, no, your face. I actually burst out laughing. I would say this only applies to women who are slightly bigger, but this was an issue for me, even when I was very slim. Thigh rubbage is horrible when you wear a dress or skirt, particularly in summer. It was also bad for me if I was wearing stockings and they would ride down a bit below my vag, essentially forcing the top of my thighs to rub together in inglorious harmony. It hurts. I need jeans designers to reinforce the goddamn inner thigh bit. It's always the first to give up, and then I'm spending money on new jeans. Again. Ugh. Sometimes a hug will do a million times more good than trying to get me to explain why I'm upset, largely because I'm probably overwhelmed with my feelings and need to process them before I can explain them. The fastest way to process and get them out? A hug to feel loved. Men with somewhat veiny forearms and pushed up sleeves are a godsend. Edit. I like the sleeves because it's like hiding something for the imagination. Biceps/triceps. Muscular arms are another one of God's gift, or you know, the hard work and dedication that person took in developing them. Effort is another thing that I appreciate from men, which may or may not indirectly be a part of why I like muscles. MMM. Men with arms. Not just any arms, forearms. But I only have 2 arms. I'm super late to this party, but I lift my boobs up, so I feel like I can breathe without the weight of them. Have no idea if anyone else does this, GBH. It's a great feeling. Once in a while I put mine on a table and I imagine this is what it feels to be free. The true reason we go to the toilet together is that the waiting queue would usually so long that alone we will A, get really bored, and B, feel a little excluded from the conversation for some minutes when we come back to the group. So we go together and chat the whole time we are waiting. Honestly, it's a little like the yawn response, where if someone else needs to pee it feels like maybe I do too. Sometimes if I'm struggling with a mechanical problem, I want to struggle with it until I fix it. If you see that I'm having trouble, take the broken thing away from me and fix it on the spot. I lose the chance to fix my own problem. Edit. Wow. Gold. Thank you. Some of us just don't want kids. Edit. My first and second and third silver. Thanks, strangers. I'll be sure to tell my nieces and nephews about this momentous occasion. I don't care how terrible it looks. If you make me a card or gift instead of buying one, I will adore it forever. We squirm around sometimes to unstick our underwear from our thighs. This thread makes me feel so normal. Phew. Thank you, ladies.